During this show, you can learn about our electric and manual jacks. Lift your car safer and faster.
What's up, guys? We're at the Off-Road Expo. We're at AGM's booth. We got Brian here. He's gonna show us some of the products. I'm very excited to be here because I want to check out their jacks. They are some of the nicest jacks on the market for UTV, specifically because they go up and down in a really crazy manner. They're electric. Also, you can use the impact. But we'll get into that in this video, so let's check it out. What's up, Brian?
Hey guys, what's up? So we can start here with the tanks that we make.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we offer an auxiliary tank that goes underneath the seats of your Can-Am X3 2 or 4 seat. This system bolts in place, so it doesn't require any cutting or any modification of the chassis, and it also pumps into the fuel system where you don't have to modify that either. So full bolt-in system, get it done in an afternoon, be on the trail the next day. And what's really exciting, because a lot of guys with the Polarises were feeling left out, is we've actually just made the first prototype of the Polaris Turbo S kit. Same thing, bolts in place, mounts underneath the floorboard so it's not taking up any space. Just like the Can-Am kit, you can fuel while you drive with the flip of a switch, and if somebody else runs out of fuel, we have an attachment that comes with a buddy hose, we call it, so you can fuel someone else's bike or quad on the trail, get yourself a little bit of good karma.
Nice. So the EXR tanks, the first one you guys made was the Can-Am version, correct? And this adds how many gallons?
So this, depending on the model, is 8+ gallons of fuel, so you almost double the range.
So there's two different models then?
There's actually 4 different versions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
depending on the 2C, on the 4C.
2C, 4C, depending on the year, if it's an XRC or if it's any of the other models. So there's some variations, but we've accounted for all of it.
Right, because the 2020 and up, some of them have that extra tube on the frame.
Under your butt. Yep.
So they had to make a different model. So make sure if you're going to order something like this, you go vehicle specific, year specific. And then they're talking about the EXR tank for the RZR. Does this work with the XP 1000?
So I believe it does, because it's the same floor number, but we're going to have a car here this coming week to double check that. That's how new this is we're just finishing prototype. But we do have this, I believe, today up for pre-sale on the website. The goal is to start shipping these by Thanksgiving, I think.
So pre-orders are live then on the website. So go to the website. I'll be leaving a link in the description for that.
Exactly, and it's at a little bit of a discount price now compared to what it will be after this first month of pre-sales.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. All right, so next Brian's gonna talk about what I mainly came to see, and it's the jacks that I think are pretty popular, or at least on Instagram. You guys are really showing them off, and a lot of cool stuff when it comes to the jacks, and these are it right here. Show us a little bit.
Yeah, so this guy's already lifted up. It's simple. It's just the flip of the switch, up for up, down for down. The really cool part about the electric jack, besides using it as like a regular trail tool where you're doing tire changes or you're doing repairs, the top of the jack also has a cradle on it, so you can lift from the bumper, stuff that you don't really see with other jacks. And because it's sold with a hook, now you can use this for rollover recovery for, you know, when we all run out of talent or something else happens, you put the thing on its side or on its roof. Maybe you're in a tight canyon or you don't have any buddies with you to help you get back on your wheels. Now you got a solution to do it by yourself in less than 5 minutes.
So multiple options for jack points.
Exactly.
You got the top here, and you got this hook that's reversible. Is it reversible?
Yeah, universal.
Oh, it's universal. So they have a flat spot here that's lifting this razor right now. They also have this J-hook style. Is that also used to recover from maybe like an A-arm?
Yeah. This hook allows you, and that's why it's so far apart, it allows you to get it down to the bottom, to the ground level, and there you can grab the top of the roll cage and start flipping the thing back on its tires. And there's videos online.
You know, I think I've seen that video. We'll post a little clip on here to show you guys. But this is a very impressive jack. So these are, let's talk about the jack a little bit. Aluminum body.
So it's all built from the experience that we've had using other jacks and all the issues that we've had kind of over the years. So it's all aluminum except for the gearbox inside, in order to cut weight and make it as compact as possible. We've done all kinds of crazy things, like the pad is actually dished And the reason it does that is so that as you push down on soft surfaces, it compacts the sand underneath it and kind of helps hold it in place.
So it won't move, slide out.
And also prevent it from sinking. Another fancy or cool thing about it is the collar is adjustable.
I've noticed that, and that, I mean,
So
that won't slip off.
Yeah, it gives you 17 inches of adjustment, because what happens with most jacks is you got to just start lifting the jack
From the very bottom.
from the very bottom, and you start using all your travel before you've ever picked the car up. Well, we thought that was kind of not the best way to do it, so we made this collar so you have 17 inches of adjustment. You can get right to the bottom of the car with ever using any of the travel.
And start jacking from there.
Yep.
So what he's saying is this collar, with this lever, you undo the lever. Obviously, you don't do it while you're on the car, but you undo the lever. You can slide this up and down, put it to the position of the height of the vehicle, and start jacking from there. Versus starting from the bottom and jacking and jacking and jacking and jacking right off.
Jacking and jacking and jacking. Welcome to the jack off.
So pretty much everything's a billet aluminum appears.
Yeah.
The body, the top. This system, I'm sure you guys have different battery options. I've seen.
We do. There's two options. It seems like DeWalt and Milwaukee are the most popular, so that's what we've started with.
Okay.
We're collecting data. If there becomes another option that everybody is asking for, we'll just keep making it. And we did that.
So if the demand is there and you guys are Makita fanboys, and I'm sure the option would happen if the demand is there.
In the meantime, you can go on Amazon, and for like 10 bucks you can get adapters for like Makita or the other brands that will plug into this, and then your battery goes
From like a DeWalt to a Makita, or from Milwaukee to a Makita.
all different kinds.
Nice, that's very nice. Quick question, I see you got the slim pack on here, the DeWalt slim pack. How many times can you use this jack with a slim battery like this?
So with the slim battery like this, we tell people like 6 to 8 tire changes, or 1 to 2 rollover recoveries before the battery starts to get low.
That's pretty good. I mean, with a slim battery.
Most guys have the 5 or the 9 amp hour. So dude, you're lifting or lowering this thing until you get tired of doing it before the battery goes flat. And all that's done because the motor is really small. All the power actually comes from the gearbox. So this uses very little amperage, and because of that, that's why the battery lasts so long.
So steel gears inside, right?
Yeah.
Steel gears
Yeah,
inside.
steel gears, there's bronze bushings. We did a count because we just did a jack overview video, and there's more than 140 components inside this to make it do what it does with a little tiny drill battery. I mean, if you think about it, you're picking a car up with a drill battery. It's kind of a...
So what's the warranty on these products?
So for all of our products, we have a lifetime warranty against defects or any manufacturing issues. So if you get this thing, you're on the trail and it just falls apart or breaks or something bad happens, you send it back to us. If it was our fault, we'll replace it for free. Now, if it's wear and tear or like some jerk runs your stuff over, that's outside that.
An example, say 6 years from now, the motor goes bad. Are they rebuildable?
Yeah, so that's another thing is we've made this so you can either service it yourself or you can send it in, or if there's an issue and you want a rebuild, we also offer that too.
Very nice. Besides this battery powered option with the motor built in, you guys offer the manual jack, which uses a cordless impact.
Yeah. So this is also a little bit different segment of the market because it's got a higher weight capacity. So where the electric jack, the clutch inside it is set at 2,000 pounds. The manual jack is set at 3,000 pounds. So now you can start getting into like bigger buggies, Ultra 4s, some of the smaller Jeeps.
A sandrail. Yeah, small sandrail.
Yeah, exactly. Same travel, 14 inches of travel. Same adjustable collar. This weighs 11 pounds versus 17 for the other one.
Is the gearing different, or it's just because of the impact that you can... Okay.
No, the gearing is different. This one's made to be much faster, and it's lighter and it's more compact because it's kind of more focused on the guy that either doesn't have a lot of space or he wants the stuff to go quick, like the racer or the guy that's really performance oriented.
Right. And I mean, most of us are going to carry an impact with us on our UTVs or sandrails or whatever it may be, because you take your wheel off with the impact. You can use the same impact to jack this up. So if you guys don't want the electric option and to have to carry extra batteries around, you're probably gonna already carry an impact. So this is a good option to have a manual jack on board. What are the mounting options for something like this on UTV?
So we're coming from the racing world. So right now, all of the mounting options are weld-on. There's a few variations of those. And then we are currently working on a bolt-on option that can either be used on a cage or panel mounted for like a roof rack.
I've seen the option you guys came out with on the Speed UTV where it was kind of like has those quick release claws.
So and that's one of the variations. So we are aware as we get into a bigger market that there needs to be bolt-on options, and that is something we're working on right now.
Nice. So pretty much AGM has been working on these jacks for quite some time. They've obviously been on the market for quite some time, and they pretty much polished them as far as the design and the use of them. One thing that I want to mention as well, on these collars, they have this hook system here that can mount onto an A-arm if you have the attachments on the A-arm.
Yep.
Is that like a weld-in option?
Yeah, so there's a weld-on option that goes in here, and the reason for that is when you lift up, now there are two pieces are mechanically connected, so
they
you
lock
can't
each other.
fall off, right? Which sucks if a tire falls off when it's in the air. The other thing it lets you do is, instead of being stuck to, you know, like a pin or some kind of specific design, now you can take that attachment and you can make your own adapter. And guys are getting crazy. They're using these beyond the cars now. There's guys using these for installing garage doors, doing gates. There's guys using them on the farm. There's guys using them for solar panel. I mean, the sky's the limit. So now it's leaving off-road and becoming a tool that they can use for work too in all kinds of different areas because the way this is set up.
All right, last product here at the show. We have sliders for shock bodies. So tell me about these, you know, the universal, what brands they work on, maybe why would we want these for some vehicles that don't have them?
Yeah, so like all of our other products, it kind of started with us having a need for something where the stuff that existed wasn't working. If you take a look here, I can kind of show you what I mean. With the stock sliders, you end up having issues over time, whether it's they crack or they wear out. They wouldn't work, and then so we tried an all aluminum version, which is what you see here, and the shock body acts like a cheese grater and just totally messes it up. So what we came up with was kind of a hybrid of both, which is the AGM slider. It's 3 pieces. So you have an outside that's aluminum that's really strong, so it supports the springs, and then the inside is a replaceable insert that runs smooth on the body, and then this is a special blended material where the regular stuff, you know, you heat to 300 or 400 degrees to get it to work. This we have to heat to over 700 degrees to get it to flow into
it looks like it's fiber reinforced in there, huh?
It's got all kinds of good stuff. And why that's important is if you're running hard, your shock can get to 300 or 400 degrees.
Oh yeah.
But if that's where this stuff melts, now you got a problem. So this is a higher temperature material.
High heat resistance.
Yeah, more heat resistance. The other cool part is because it's 3 pieces, it allows these to be a little bit of movement. As your springs compress, they twist a little bit.
Right.
So the side effect for that's kind of cool for more of the Jeep guys and the UTV guys, but we are hearing it in UTVs, is this also gets rid of spring noise. So if you're doing a bunch of rock stuff and you're hearing a bunch of squeaking and it's coming from suspension, a lot of times it's because of your spring divider. So
have you guys seen this specifically on UTVs? Because I know a lot of the Razor guys, or sometimes on the Can-Ams, if the springs aren't clocked correctly, you'll see very, very bad wear on the bodies of the shocks. It ruins the shocks.
That's actually because the slider is cocking sideways and it gets that kind of S-curve. And that's, like you said, where you get all the wear on the shock. So ours actually fits a lot tighter to the body of the shock. And by fitting the slider tighter, you get rid of that S, so the springs don't wear on the body, which can cause all kinds of issues as the powder coat goes away. If you're in salty environments, that stuff can rust. It may crack, which is what happened to us in the past, and you can break a spring. So there's a lot of different things that may not be super obvious that you end up solving by using this product.
So those are the main products that Brian and Kyle here at AGM offer. They do offer a bunch of other stuff. They have jaws for vise, they have uniball install tools, they have brake bleeders, all quality products. The same way that you guys, you know, took the time in engineering the jack is what you guys have done with the tools. So they got a giveaway going on, is that what that is?
Yeah, it is for this
a
weekend.
Raffle? What is that?
Yeah, so if you like all this off-road stuff, but you hate paying for it, we got a giveaway going on with us, ORW, Savage UTV, and Dune and Destroy. Come to the show, or if you see it online, just scan the QR code and enter to win. We're going to give away a whole bunch of things right after the show.
Sweet. And that ends on Sunday or Monday?
Sunday.
Okay.
Ends on Sunday. So we'll do that this coming week.
So if you came to the show and you want to enter the giveaway, it was as simple as entering a barcode. But for you guys that are watching this online, you guys can see the link in the description. Also on the comment that's pinned on this video. Check it out. Check out AGM products. It makes some really good stuff. Lots of engineering. USA-based company?
Yes, sir. USA made, USA based. We're down in San Diego.
And that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to support. Thank you again.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Stay dirty.